Oh, looky there. We're live again. Can you hear me this time? Oh, I guess you could say I'm just playing around at this point. Jeez Louise. All right, where we at? Where we at? I'm going on here, see if I can hear some audio.
On here, see if I can hear some audio.
Ooh, checky there. We're back. All right, good deal. So we have audio. We figured out how to use this camera. Sweet. All right, I'm going to practice more often, I promise. Okay. It's been a wild adventure. I look to come back and do a checkup soon. But really what I want to come on is talk to you guys about the 11/11 into the Northern Lights and everything that's happened in between. So very powerful energies we felt, but then a very kind of catastrophical suppression came in my neck of the woods. Wondering if you guys are experiencing it over there, wherever you are, up there, down there, really wherever you're at on this planet. Obviously, I live in the United States of America, so my influence of energies and fluctuations are going to be a little bit different than people who do not live in the United States of America. But this is how I see it. So we saw a fabulous display of Northern Lights on 11/11. Did we not? Raise your hand if you did. I did. Okay, it was beautiful. So we live in about dead smack in the middle of Ohio on the Indiana border. It was very cold that night, 22 degrees. I really feel like the ice particles in the sky that were reflecting the light as well kind of made that more magical as well, you know, having that extreme cold with those cold particles in the air. But in the same sense, so we had the 11/11, right? Everybody's like, oh, 11/11, right? Your streams are just full of 11/11 videos. Now it's the most powerful time to manifest, right? Really manifest what you want. 11/11. And it felt like an encouraging, upliftment day, right? I said I was very much into that inner child as the day went on, just enjoying my day, having a beautiful day. We got into the nighttime, and the wife, you know, the way everything lined up, tonight was the night to watch a Christmas movie. So we're going on this train ride later this weekend called the Polar Express. So we wanted to get the kids all excited about the train ride that we're going on. Actually, I think it's this evening, regardless of when it is, but we're going on this train ride. It's a Polar Express theme. I'm guessing they're kind of going to copycat a little bit out of the movie. But anyway, so we're watching a Christmas movie. And she just out of nowhere jumps up and is like, oh my God, we got to check out the Northern Lights. I don't know. I can't remember if somebody sent her a message or she got bored with the movie or what exactly happened and why she was on the phone. But it's like, oh, we got to go outside and see the Northern Lights. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's going to be pitch black. You turn your phone into the special mode. You stick it up there and, oh, you can see it, right? No. It was plain as day with the naked eye. I'm telling you, it was so breathtaking to take in. But then in the same sense, it made me wonder, like, how awesome it would be more up north, right? Or where people are, or where it's known for the Northern Lights, right? So anyways, I step out and I see this beautiful, like, wave of this pink purple energy. And it seemed like it was just right over top of us, literally directly on. And I had to share the picture. Maybe I'll make the picture the head clip of this video. So those of you who want to come back and tune in and see what that picture looks like. It was just magnificent. I'm sitting here looking at the pink and everything. And it's really all I was seeing was the pink and the magentas. And it was all just kind of swirling. And then all of a sudden I see these like ripples of bluish green, kind of similar to my short shirt, but more green. And I'm like, wow. So we're sitting there just kind of seeing the colors changing and taking pictures. But just like the sun puts off energy, right? And in all reality, okay, this energy comes from the sun, right? So the sun's beaming all these solar flashes into our bodies, right? Into our planet. And now we're seeing the reflection, even though the sun's not there. But as you stare at the sun and do your sun meditation or your sun gazing, right, you can feel that energy coming in and that empowerment. Man, when I was looking at that pink energy, that empowerment, that upliftment, man, it reminded me of the pink beans that kind of started my journey back in 2017 when they visited me. Just having that remembrance, but also having vibrance of that energy come back in me. Man, it was so empowering and uplifting. So, you know, we fast forward to the next morning. Everybody's excited, like, oh, did you see the Northern Lights? It was so awesome. You can see it with your naked eye. And there's a bunch of people who just weren't in tune, or maybe didn't get on Facebook, or did, you know, a multitudes of different things. They missed it. Okay, long story short, they missed it. So they're like, oh man, and then it might be back tonight. You know, it might be back tonight. Maybe it's supposed to be more intense. You know, based upon the ejections off the sun. So everybody got all excited, like, everybody's like, we're going to go look at it, right? Nothing. Okay, you put your camera in this guy, nothing. And it got me wondering, it's like, why is it nothing when I'm getting reports of people in Tennessee who are seeing it, right? Like, is there some kind of block, some kind of overlay? Maybe it was just we were over the ripple of that light, and so that's why we couldn't see anything. Needless to say, a lot of people plan their nights to go look at northern lights, a day too late, if you will. And it was a frustration, right? I stayed up till midnight. I didn't see anything, right? It built this huge frustration. So 11/11, that evening, we see the northern lights. The next day, they're like, oh, don't worry, this will be another chance. It's probably going to be better and more visible, right? And we get there, it's not the case, right? So it's got this anticipation of seeing something and then the discomforts of not getting to see, what your expectation wanted you to see. So created this, I don't know, just this weird energy, right? And then all of a sudden, I wake up on the 12th. I'm feeling great. We saw the northern lights. I feel like a kid in a candy store. It's like all this energy is uplifting. Humanity is going to take this leap. And then I wake up on the 13th after the frustration and the disappointment. It's all like, nothing's going to happen. The disbelief, I couldn't see it. Like the magic was so strong and then killed so fast. And they're like building upon it. They're like, oh, maybe tonight will be another good night. And 13th and the 14th. And what is today? The 14th. So maybe tonight, It's interesting how this upliftment of energy came in. And then this disappointment energy came over. And it's like the disappointment energy kind of ran through my thoughts too. It's like, personal self-empowerment, like this and that. You're no good. You can't do anything. Everything's just going wrong. I can't get anything right. It's like it was a very weird tumble for me. Let me tell you. So I digressed, and later on in the day, I was able to come back into my spirit and my light. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. I want to see if anybody went through that as well. I just find it very fascinating how, we're 11/11, multiple manifestation, and then boom, energy's high as can be. And then literally 24 hours later, complete opposite. So obviously we're going through peaks, valleys, flows, different vibrations. But what we can know is that this energy that's coming to this earth is more powerful than we've seen, right? And we're seeing the Aurora Borealis reach further south than it has seen, right? So just remembering that, even if you were out there and you were looking and you couldn't see it, boy, it was still happening, right? Those energies are still getting grounded into the planet, and they're still there for you to tap in, tune in, and just kind of absorb, right? But in your way your mind and your psychology works, you're like, well, I didn't see it, nothing's happening. Well, what's that doing? It's kind of forcing you back to this, out of this disbelief, right? You got to have some faith, but in the same sense, some action and belief, and then achieving, right? So bringing that energy in and anchoring it. I see Linda's back. What's up, girl? Yeah, just a quick one popping on here. Lucky to see you too. The sound is perfect. Oh, that's great. Got to see the grand spiral instead. Yep, we definitely saw a grand spiral for sure. But I think it's very interesting as well, not only from the discernment point of view, but then also, okay, if these energies are mounting against you because the collective consciousness isn't aware of how much momentum they can put to a negative side of things, being that beautiful angel, that bright being, and being able to understand it, register it, but then also procure it, dispel it, transmute it. Even today it was a little wonky, a little drizzle today in the area, just kind of tired, miserable, don't really want to do anything. But it's like, wait a second, it's Friday. So I just try to uplift some energy this morning. Obviously I'm doing great now, but just building that energy up, just through a couple people, so much power. So I've got a lot of great information to come back and share with. It feels good to be back on the microphone, even though it took a while to figure it out. But I'm going to be coming back soon with a live update. I've got another couple good little in bits that's happened lately in my life, kind of synchronistical. What's that? K-pop Demon Hunters. You got Netflix, or I think it's on Netflix. If you got K-pop Demon Hunters, check it out. Very interesting and telling. Okay, we are kind of the hunters as the light, but in the same sense, it kind of brings that marriage of wanting to fight the darkness and put them in internal suffering, or do you want to help them come out of the darkness so they no longer have to suffer, right? So, when you come into your wisdom and you come into your mastery, it's always about gratitude, humbleness, wanting everyone to achieve that full potential mindset wise. So that way, if you don't have those, I can't think of the word, I'm stumped, but if you don't have those moments where you're like, oh, maybe prideful, maybe judgment, but you don't have those moments where you feel above somebody, or you're using it as a tally, if you will, and instead of tallying it up, being like, oh, concern, compromise, and kind of coming to their level, instead of the I told you so, it's like, hey, look, we could do it, we can go this way, and then we can do this. I think that's very, very crucial. Another thing that's a little tidbit right before I get off here, some of the things that have really been predominant over the last 3 months is being okay to watch people suffer. Okay, that's something I've not been okay with, but I'm getting better at. I've always wanted to reach a hand out and help. But sometimes letting one suffer is the best thing you can do, because you're only drawing yourself into suffer by helping them try to deal with their suffering. Obviously, positive affirmations, different things. I mean, you can positively uplift somebody even without even talking to them. So keep that in mind. Just obviously pay attention where your mind's going, where your thoughts are going. Are they happy? Are they uplifting? Are they negative? Are they discouraging, right? Stay away from the negative and discouraging energy. Keep it positive, keep it uplifting, keep it fruitful, keep it playful, keep it enjoyable, right? And as we go through these dark times of the solar, I'm not looking forward to December 21st, but we're ticking, we're getting there. And then we're going to start building back towards that light. But just keep that in mind. What is your mind focusing on? Where are you putting your attention? What do your thoughts look like? Because in a way, you might think, oh, well, they're just my thoughts, but in the same sense, it's empowering something. And just because you have those thoughts running through your brain, in a way, you're giving your energy to it just because you were able to see the thought, hear the thought, right? So just really working through that, I think, is key, paramount, especially in these cold days when there's not much to ever do. Boom, boom. See, Linda knows it's spot on. Hey, you know what this means. Now you got to come out and do a video, or maybe we get together again. It's been quite some time. But no, just big shout out to you guys all. Hope everybody's doing well. Mine's going in the right direction. Times are changing. Technology's evolving. AI's coming. But you know what? This humanness, this genuine connection that we see and feel back and forth through each other can never be erased in time. And it's only going to be more desire as time goes by. Keep that in mind. You guys, I'm looking forward to coming back, doing a checkup, and also looking forward to getting more back on these videos back like I used to. I'm feeling a little bit more passionate lately, right? After I went through a little samba. But in the same sense, just very busy with the family, as you can imagine. Coaching football was phenomenal. Oh, but we weren't going to get in the checkup. Yeah, checkup's coming soon. So if you guys noticed the change in the 11:11 with the Northern Lights all the way from 11:11 to even today, 11:14, please leave a comment, share. Let's kind of converse together and see what everybody was feeling. But in the same sense, you guys hit that like button, start following me here, because we're coming back quick. I promise. So you guys, you stay you be true. Until next time, peace. Oh man, my bowl's not here. I was going to pound my bowl. Ring. You guys stay awesome. Peace.